The third draft of the resolution on Sri Lanka at the UN Human Rights Council has been circulated among delegates in Geneva, calling on the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights to undertake a comprehensive investigation into alleged human rights violations in Sri Lanka. The third draft of the resolution also calls on the Sri Lankan government to conduct an independent and credible investigation into alleged violations of international law.
The third draft of the resolution that was circulated in Geneva yesterday reaffirms that all Sri Lankans, quote unquote, are entitled to the full enjoyment of their human rights regardless of religion, belief or ethnicity in a peaceful and unified land. As in the previous draft, the third draft too expresses alarm at the quote unquote significant surge in attacks against members of religious minority groups in Sri Lanka, including Hindus, Muslims and Christians. While recalling the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights' conclusion that national mechanisms have consistently failed to establish the truth and achieve justice, the draft resolution calls upon the government of Sri Lanka to hold an independent and credible investigation, quote, to hold accountable those responsible for such violations, to end continuing incidents of human rights violations and abuses in Sri Lanka, and to implement the recommendations made in the reports of the Office of the High Commissioner, unquote. The draft resolution further urges the Sri Lankan government to investigate all alleged attacks by individuals and groups on journalists, human rights defenders, members of religious minority groups and other members of civil society. Furthermore, the draft resolution requests the Office of the High Commissioner to undertake, rather than lead as in the previous draft, a comprehensive independent investigation into alleged serious violations and abuses of human rights and related crimes by both parties in Sri Lanka, quote, during the period covered by the Lessons Learnt and Reconciliation Commission, and establish facts and circumstances of such alleged violations and of the crimes perpetrated with a view to avoiding impunity and ensuring accountability with assistance from relevant experts and special procedures, unquote.